Once the portfolio has been built, you can then enter and edit the portfolio values and fees within the fee module on Wealth Explorer. You can access this by clicking on Show Fees in the ribbon. The fee module has been updated to reflect the ex-ante requirements of MiFID II. To get started, you need to enter a portfolio value. If you have other related investment amounts on the same platform, you can use the expand option here and enter these below. Once the portfolio value is in, you can enter the appropriate fees. You can do this in percentage terms in the top half of the table, or if you have a fixed charge in mind for the respective service and would prefer to enter this in monetary terms, you can do this in the bottom section. Whatever your preference, the corresponding number or percentage will update accordingly. The ongoing advice fee will be populated to the default fee that's entered for the advice company, but can be edited if required. The platform ongoing charges will also be populated and reflect the platform chosen. The transaction charge for the platform will be pre-populated if applicable and will show an estimated cost with an appropriate disclaimer shown in the box below. Please note that these costs only exist for certain platforms and products. The tax wrapper ongoing charge will be populated if there is only one applicable charge. Where there is individual circumstances to this charge, users should enter this manually. The investment management and underlying fund costs will always be populated, along with the applicable transaction and incidental charges. A one-off or initial fee can also be added. Let's assume the advisor wishes to add a £1,000 initial charge. We can enter this in monetary terms in the bottom half of the table. As you can see, this is updated in percentage terms in the top half. With the fees now in, we can take a look at how this will appear in the various reports you can run off in Wealth Explorer. As you can see, there is now a 2-page MiFID II compliant ex-ante fee summary included within the summary and new investment reports, as well as the replacement investment report. We can see how this will look here. For the replacement investment report specifically, we can choose how the initial advice is displayed within the proposed charges table. Leaving the default option, initial fee for advice, the charge will appear in full within the proposed charges table. We can see an example of this here, with the 1% initial charge shown in full below. Selecting amortized initial transaction fee will divide the initial charge by the investment term, and only show this portion of the cost in the report. With this option selected, we can see that only 10 basis points of the initial 1% charge is shown in the proposed charges table. This is the 1% initial charge divided by the 10-year investment term. If you're unsure about what any of the charges mean, you can click on this option here, Description of Charges, to see definitions of each of these. If you have any questions at all on the fee calculator, please don't hesitate to contact the client services team.